From the first hard drives to solutions built for the rise of the cloud and the edge, triumphs of technology drive Seagate forward. To craft the datasphere is to prize and preserve humanity's best memories and achievements. Seagate has answered this call for over 40 years. From continent to continent, we span the globe. Our job is to make a better, more humane datasphere. Because to make is human. And we are all makers.
Thank you. Good morning. As I sit and listen to all of these presentations, I want to compliment OurCrowd, and I want to compliment everyone here for investing in such a vibrant community. It's wonderful to see the stories. I'm so blessed to even be a part of this. I think from Seagate's perspective, we're a team of teams, and we need your help. So I'm going to talk about it a little bit today. Everything that we've seen this morning rests on data. Data understanding, data in motion, data being processed, AI, machine learning, and we know that it's our part to do a better job with this data. There will be 175 zettabytes of data being created by man in 2025. 175 zettabytes. Today, Seagate is shipping about 1 exabyte per day. So a small fraction of what's available. Most of the data, unfortunately, will be thrown away. Hopefully, some of it that's more valuable, as we've seen today, will be processed before it's thrown away. But most of it's probably not going to be stored for very long. And it's really interesting. In that lies tremendous opportunity for improvements on all of the vectors that we've discussed this morning. I've already had just some fantastic meetings this morning on these fronts. There's 40,000 people at Seagate, and we've been around for about 40 years. So you think about the team that I represent, it's a team of teams, and it needs to stretch out into the world to understand what our products are doing out in the world and how we contribute to the world. I think the format didn't work out here very well. I'll ad lib a little bit then. So my background is as a solid state physicist. That's a person who understands metals and magnetics and devices at a very, very small level. My hero is Isaac Newton, and one of his famous quotes is, if I've seen further, it's because I'm standing on the shoulders of giants. Now this is his attempt, I think, to compliment his predecessors, his teachers, his acknowledgement that without those teachers that he would not have been where he was. I think now in the realm of today, it's not about one person anymore, is it? It's about teams of people, and a long history of how we got to where we are. So we are teams of people who stand on the shoulders of teams of giants. Even at Seagate, 40,000 people and contributing so much for so long. Our industry has built 3.2 billion hard drives at Seagate to service the world over those 40 years. All the learning is so dependent upon teams. And that's really why we're here today, is to say, how do we reach out in the coming data revolution so that we understand what we need to do next? We're not just building PC drives anymore. We're not just building drives for the cloud. We're doing a lot of things to understand how data is actually flowing in the world. We have to understand how it's being used, how it's being stored, what people really need to do with it, and when and where. And the way we do that is not just to talk to our biggest customers, because they're not the ones who necessarily will take us in a new direction. And I'm learning so much today just listening to the talks, the meetings that I've already had this morning about people who will create large amounts, huge new data sets, especially in healthcare, but smart factories, smart cities, financial applications, telcos. There's so much for us to learn. And to that end, I'm very happy that Seagate has now opened a site in Israel. Thank you. It's not something that we thought of yesterday. It's been going on for a number of years after our investments a few years ago in Israel. But what that site is about is it's not a sales office. It's not a place to try to influence people. It's a place to try to learn. The community here is so vibrant, especially the entrepreneurial community, but even the big companies are so vibrant. It's great to get in and talk about these things. We know our place. Our place is to design and develop new products that can store all the world's data and get it to these new applications as fast as possible. If we do it collaboratively, we'll be successful. I, again, want to really compliment OurCrowd on their leadership in helping us bring these kinds of vibrant forums together. And then the community itself, it's so interesting to see your passion, and it inspires me a lot. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dave. Thank you for being here with us. And we're looking to celebrate the wins of Seagate Technologies here on the stage 1 year from now.